It looks good. What's wrong?
Because, dude, I don't. If you say one thing about
Jesus, he's so mean to me.
No, we're good. We're live. What's
No,
up, everybody? Here we go. Patrick's got a great backdrop. He's in a lovely place by the looks of things.
Also sounds like he's in a lovely mood.
No, he's good. He
I just
didn't
got out
want you
of
to be
3 hours of traffic.
Oh, that's why.
Here we go. We're here. We're live. Welcome to the Wild Times.
What are we doing?
I gotta mute
Doing
that.
good. That hair
there we
looks
go.
good. There's like 132 people here already.
Yeah.
Let's.
Who's
Yes,
lying
insane.
over there? Who? Ari, shut up. I wasn't late last time. I've never been late. Get out of here. Fucking making stuff up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live Wild Times Friday evening show. I hope everybody has a delightful cocktail at hand. Patrick is flustered because he just got out of 3 hours of traffic, but he has no right to be flustered because look at his backdrop. He's in the most lovely setting of all of us,
Yes.
even if his hair looks like he just stuck his dick in a light socket. Peter is here in his dungeon, and I don't know if I need do I do the setup for lives? I don't think so. But I'm your host, Forrest Galante, the broologist, joining from my office in Santa Barbara, California.
Let's go! Sorry, everybody.
Peter started drinking. Just so everybody knows, Peter started drinking for this at about noon.
I posted it to my story. I had sushi, and the best part about sushi is a large hot sake and a large Sapporo. It's the only
Wasn't it
reason
like
I go.
112 in the valley today, and you're drinking hot
It
sake.
was beautiful outside today. Beautiful. Pat is on day one of those jungle potatoes. That's right, Gabriel. Patrick, I don't know what that
What you talking
means.
about?
You look great. You look great,
You
mate.
saying I'm looking doughy?
No, you look great. He's on testosterone. There's no way he looks doughy.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
we didn't
that.
get the
Been a
music. I don't know how to
favorite
do
coming
that.
Strong. Pat's energy when he's flustered is the best. We like his rage.
He's so
Thanks,
angry.
Jenna.
Dude. I've been dealing with this for 15 years with him, dude. There's one time, we know the story, he punched me in the face because, what happened? You punched me in the face and you kicked me out of your apartment like 10 years ago. And then like we made up, but you were rageful then. You're much better now, much better.
Ooh, Nathan Pierce. I'll take some fishing lures. Hell yeah. So send me a message. I'm definitely not going to say it here. That would be insanity. But yeah, that sounds great. All right, guys. Well, welcome to our Wild Times Live. I don't know what episode number this is. I don't even know if that's how this works when we do lives. But we're here. We're doing it. And I think we should get into some. Well, wait. Actually, before we get into some news, Patrick, what are you doing? Why are you in
what's
Florida?
going on, man?
Why can you
You
tell us what's
smoking?
Thank
happening?
you.
I saw a plume of
Oh,
smoke.
Just got a beer delivered to me.
Nice, Miguel.
Yeah. Florida, little family trip, family vacation. We were out on an island for the last 5 days, and just came back into town, flying back to LA tomorrow.
How about the
It's been
genius that
wonderful.
just
I'm
wrote
ve-
pre-recorded video of a live stream? Nice. Shut up.
Well, you've just debunked that theory.
I know. And how is Florida? Have you seen any alligators yet?
No. Did you see though that in the town that my mom lives in South Carolina, a woman got eaten by an alligator while walking her dog a couple days ago?
Wow.
Oh, no, I didn't see this. That sounds horrific. Like
What?
the woman, was she actually killed and eaten?
Yeah, she was walking her dog. Alligator grabbed her, and then there were reports of a body on the side of the road. So then when they showed up, the alligator came out and started protecting its catch.
Did the dog make it?
Dog's fine, dude.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Well, I mean, it's sad, but you know,
It's
the dog
it's
made it.
extremely unsafe to have a small dog anywhere. I've decided. I love small dogs. Everybody's seen Hoover. He's like this big. He weighs like 25 pounds. And it just I can't let him outside at night. There's bears running around my yard. Like you
Look,
can't
I
have
feel
one
like
in
I could
Florida.
beat the
'cause
shit
there's
out of an
gators.
alligator. Like I feel like I could
No,
beat the shit
dude.
out of an alligator. Not a croc, but an alligator is like, fuck you. I'll step on your snout.
You think a small dog could beat up an alligator?
But he killed a woman. He beat the human. He ate the human.
I think that was probably accidental. He was probably going for the small dog and then ended up chowing down on the woman.
Fair enough. I could kick the shit out of an alligator.
Hello. Next. How's my
All right.
audio? Is it terrible?
No,
It's
ignore
not the best
the
it's ever
haters.
been.
It's
great.
fantastic. No, you're phenomenal. Your hair
Your
is
lighting
wonderful.
is literally the best it's ever been. You look like an Adonis shown down from heaven.
Excellent.
Yes, we did see the shark attack in Egypt. It was awful. We played it on the air. I literally teared up. It was terrible. Let's do some news. People want new news. What have we got?
People want news. What's in the news? I don't know how to do the jingle on a live. I don't know how to do the jingle when we're not on a live. So here we go. This is my favorite thing that's come up lately. Just saw it today for the first time. A rare shape-shifting gulper eel captured in the depths of the Pacific Ocean with something in its stomach. I just wanted to show this because, Peter, you're going to spaz out when you see this. Hoping that Kyle can pull it up. I'm not sure how that works on these. Oh, there we go. What is this, Peter?
It looks like a sperm cell. Looks like what my baby was created from, but it's obviously a shape-shifting gopher.
Gulper
eel. That's right.
Gulp, like gulp.
What is it doing? It's just shifting shapes. Why are ocean creatures so ridiculous?
So check this out. So Kyle, pull up just a normal picture of a gulper eel. This is what's amazing. So you're right now, if you're the layman, you're looking at that going, okay, it's a weird shaped sperm fish. Okay. But a gulper eel, just go to an image of one, has this not the 2 days ago because that's ruining it, but a non look at that. Just those diagrams, right? It's just a head and a tail basically. But that distended stomach and jaw that you can see there behind the mouth becomes so engorged when they gulp something up. And that's what you're seeing in the swimming one, is it's like the whole animal's body expands around the prey, which is a pretty incredible, like, morphological trait to just be look at that creature and then just imagine, and then look at the one like to the left. Kyle doesn't have to click it, but look at those pictures over there. And you can see the entire prey inside of the gulper eel's stomach, which is pretty wild.
It's crazy. I mean,
it looks.
Yeah, go ahead, Pat.
Holden.
Sorry.
Let me just say, someone named Holden Buddyman is bringing some legit funny jokes.
What he
said looks like Neil Waters' sperm.
I love it. Dude, but it's reminiscent to me of a guy who knows nothing about animals, of a snake. Like, snakes do a similar thing where they eat and then they get huge with whatever's inside
but not
of
like that. That's like this thin membranous skin and stomach that, like, I mean, a snake's like, oh, there's a lump in the snake. That's like the whole animal's body changes. I mean, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. No, I mean, it looks completely different. I will say, man, sea creatures are like, definitely they're not all were created on Earth. Some of them came from space.
I knew you were going there.
That's the only reason I brought this up, to be honest, is for that.
Don't get me started on the alien news.
What's Galaxy Catwoman talking about? Is Forrest actually going to be in a game? What is this BS?
Oh my! You're going to be in a game?
What is this BS, Forrest?
I can't really say yet, but there is a video game designer who lives in Tasmania, of all places, and he has a very cool company there. And he got contracted by a larger organization to build like a conservation wildlife game. And I may or may not be the old sage in the game who's giving out the advice and sending younglings on their quests to hunt down animals and facts and details. May or may not be. This is not incriminating. I'm not saying anything.
Give me your best old sage voice right now.
No, you idiot. It's in my voice.
No. You can't do that.
I'm not voice acting someone else's voice. That takes away from the whole point.
River Road and pick up one of the snakes.
He's definitely doing something.
Nobody's gonna.
I guarantee he doesn't even know he's doing it, but he's doing
you don't want to sound like a roided up old stooge.
That's already what I sound like, but I'm very far away from the recording phase. It's just we're just working on some stuff, some characters, some
I love that.
I put a little poll up on Insta, which is obviously where that question came from, saying, "Hey, which Forrest Galante character do you like the look of here?" Because there was like 6 different options. So
I saw that.
Hey, Forrest, I noticed that you hopped on Threads, the new Twitter, the better version of Twitter. You're on there.
I hate Twitter. I've always hated Twitter. I hated Twitter long before Elon Musk overtook Twitter.
Same.
And I actually didn't even know when that happened, and I just didn't like it. And then I still don't like it. And then they took my blue check away, which I never even knew I had one until somebody. In fact, Edwin was the one. Edwin, you should pop on for a second.
Son of a bitch.
Edwin pointed out that they took my blue check away on Twitter, which I didn't even know I had. And then I got furious that they'd taken my blue check away. So when Threads came out, I was like,
Edwin, what do you have to say for yourself? Speak now or forever hold your peace. He's a mute. I told you he can't speak and he doesn't have a penis. All right. Next.
Oh, man. Francisco Panisi said he was once in the Dominican Republic with his family. And he said he saw something that looked like, he saw it on the beach with the head of a hippo and body of a boat crawling into the ocean. Any idea what that might be?
I need to take that in for a second longer. I visited the DR as a kid. I saw something on the beach with the head of a hippo and the body of a boat. And the body of a boat. The head of a manatee. It must have been a beached manatee. What else could it be?
That's what I literally was going to say.
Yeah, because it's like a hippo face, and it's literally... a lot of people don't know this, by the way. Dugongs and manatees were originally the reason behind like sirens and mermaids, is because people would see them and think, oh, there are these humanoids living in the ocean. And I don't know why it made me go in that direction, but people would mistake these things for humanoids. But when you look at a manatee up close, it's just a lake hippo. It's just a river hippo, really. With some big old fins instead of legs. So yeah, I don't know. It's got to be like a beach manatee.
I just want to address this right now because there's been a few messages. Oh, that's the wrong one. Somebody said that this is pre-recorded and that
we already did this.
I know, but clearly we've brought up your message, Togi in Yumaki.
This is just because they want attention. Ignore it.
No, I think some people are actually mistaken because we release the premieres every 2 weeks. Look at Kyle, he's just cackling. All right, go ahead. Next.
Here's a question. Forrest, what is the sexiest animal on the planet? What a perverted question. Patrick, why don't you go first?
Llama.
Explain.
Long eyelashes.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
They're
Peter?
gorgeous.
I mean, I got to go with a camel. I mean, it's not a llama, but there's a camel beauty contest that happens every year that nets millions of dollars to the winner.
Wait. Just stop for a second. Have you guys seen this? Hold on. I don't care about answering this question any longer. Please, Kyle, go back to Google. This is incredibly important. This is what's in the news. This is massively important. Kyle, pull up Google again, please. Google
Please.
llama best man at wedding. Have you seen this?
Dude. Literally, we need to be doing stuff like this on
It's
our
the best thing I've ever seen. Look at this. This is literally the best. I will remarry just to have a best man llama at my next wedding.
It's so funny.
Jenna Faber
so
just said
good.
Pat wants a llama to spit in his mouth, and I agree.
Look at Dollar Store BTG with his llama best friend over there. Like, this is fantastic. Like, this is just, oh man,
they nailed it
so
with
genius.
this.
How about
nailed
the
it
hand?
with this guy.
The cross. Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's genius.
It's so good. And that kid's pose is great. He's taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
Do you think the llama is like stoked to be there? Or do you think he's like, these fucking idiot humans?
Nah, he's loving it. Like, what a good day. What a good outing for a llama. He's at an event. Otherwise, he'd just be stuck in his corral eating hay. He's at an event. He probably got cake. He got to spit in a bunch of people's drinks. Like, he's having a great day.
That sounds like my idea of a fun night for sure.
Very good.
Wait a minute. Walter Subjects says, I'm pretty sure Patrick is a naked mole rat.
Ooh.
Rude.
What?
So you move those front teeth around.
Do I look like a mole?
Look at all that hair.
He just
There's
gave me
no
the
way.
ugliest creature on the planet.
No,
Peter,
it's not that ugly.
In the wind, baby.
Peter.
Beautiful.
What is the comment that somebody wrote that you screenshotted, shared us, brought up with me the second I logged on, and then also brought it up a third time?
Give me like just a quick refresher because I sent so many.
It's about our hairlines. You were so happy about this. Have you heard this?
Somebody commented that we're the only podcast on the air where the hosts don't have receding hairlines. And it
so
immediately made me
got that
self-conscious
compliment.
about it because mine will be receding within the next 4 months. So Oh, dude,
All
I
right.
miss Pat's top knot too. Somebody just said, dude, when you tried to copy me, oh, that top knot was great.
I want to do another news. Can we do that?
Yeah, baby, let's do it.
Can we do a really happy what's in the news? A fantastically adorable
Yes.
one. Okay.
Let's
It's
do
no
it.
secret. Patrick was with me. I think he's gone or frozen or his computer died or something.
Yeah.
But Patrick was with me. We were in Madagascar, and since I was probably 7 or 8 years old, one of the animals, definitely top 3 of my bucket list, has been a fossa. So when we were in Madagascar and got to see Fossa, I completely freaked out. And what's in the news? I just saw that at a zoo, Fossa pups were born for the first time at the Abilene Zoo or something. I don't know where it is, but it's just you just got to see the pictures.
Let's see this.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah. This is, by the way, this is the sexiest animal right here.
Yeah, look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at that mama with that
Beautiful.
face. I mean,
Aw.
stunning. Absolutely stunning.
I love this, man.
By the way, does anybody know where this is? Abilene Zoo, Abilene. Somebody's got to know. Somebody put it in the chat. But Forrest looks like the human personification of vitamin D. I spend a lot of time in the sun. Fuck off.
I love it.
But
Meager
yeah,
Wi-Fi
anyway.
connection for Pat, for sure. Yeah, so these Fossa.
Fossa.
What made you love these animals so much? What bumped them to the top of your list?
They're just completely like they've got all this convergent evolution going on where they've evolved to be their own predator, completely cut off from any other predators. You know, they're something between a cat and a dog. I mean, they're just completely unique. They're entirely their own. They're not like a canine. They're not a cat. They're just their own animal. They've evolved independently. Patrick, we were just talking about Fossa and how one was at the zoo that I've never heard of. Oh, it's in Texas. Somebody said Abilene, Texas. Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, they're just this stunning mama just had a couple pups, and I was just saying how incredibly cool it was and how much I loved seeing them in the wild. So yeah, it was just really neat. That's all.
Somebody says I look transparent, and he's right. I never noticed it until now. I am, if Forrest is the human embodiment of vitamin D, I'm the human embodiment of a glass of milk. Thank you.
Hey, Barefoot Bubba.
You're like a
sorry,
condom filled with milk, just an amorphous milk
dude.
condom.
Ugh, yuck. You're despicable.
A lot of people are talking about the video game in the chat. Can protect the villain. Okay, let's say there was a video game that was like a fighting game. So it was one TV presenter in the animal space, and then you could pick them, and you could pick the animal they were fighting on. They're riding it, right? And they fight, and it's basically a battle royale.
Ooh, I like where you're going.
Who wins in this fight? I want everyone to weigh in on this. Forrest riding a hippo.
Okay.
Or BTG riding a giraffe.
Oh, God. This is wild because the hippo is equivalent to BTG and the giraffe is equivalent to Forrest. So it's tough to discern who's going to win.
Human on the less tough animal.
All right.
Being the ostrich.
I'm going BTG because, dude,
fuck out of here.
That guy's indestructible.
Semi-indestructible. Thank you very much.
Most people in the chat are going Forrest and hippo. Couple for BTG, but Forrest is winning.
All right.
It's just because of the hippo, but I'll take it. I mean, look, I will be the first to admit that in one-on-one combat with BTG, I will be clobbered. The man is a walking mountain of a human being. I mean, he's a big fella with a lot of strength. He would crush me, but I have a hippo, so. That's a good point.
Catching you.
Holden he would never catch me. I'm very quick. But Holden did point out that BTG has no back. All I would have to do is like lightly tap his lower back and I'd win the fight. So there is that.
Yeah. I mean, if you're talking new BTG, old BTG was like the guy who would run into the ocean and fight a shark for no reason and just to say he did it.
Just run out there and punch one in the face just because he could.
Yeah.
Hey, Forrest, how many Shark Weeks do you have this year?
Dos. Not announced yet. So if
Two?
you're watching this, you didn't hear that from me. Two.
Two
They're
that you're
coming up,
starring
though.
in?
Are you allowed
Two
to
that I'm
say
starring
anything?
in.
Allowed to talk about anything?
No, Tuesday. The announcement's coming out Tuesday. In fact, I was very distinctly told only about 40 minutes ago not to say this. So, yeah, no, definitely don't have 2 Shark Week shows that will be announced on Tuesday. So you didn't hear that from me here.
I love the private chat from producer Kyle. This is live.
Be careful.
Well, Forrest,
well, I've already sunk myself, so there we
want me
go.
to tell you something?
It's okay.
Sure.
Ask me how many Shark Weeks I'm starring in this year.
How many Shark Weeks, Patrick?
1.
No,
I knew it.
Get out of
Yeah?
town.
Yep.
I knew it.
What?
Can you talk about it?
Yep.
Well, I knew
How
it
have I
because
not
we
heard
had a
about this?
sleepover and Patrick divulged a little. But can you talk about it?
I'm a little upset that I don't know about this in advance. Fine, go ahead.
I haven't seen a second of it. I don't know what it's about, but I am doing the voiceover for 1 Shark Week this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be It's gonna be a very professional Shark Week. Everybody should.
Can
tune
you
in
give
and
us
watch
like
our
just a
shows.
little taste of the VO? It doesn't need to be the exact word for word, but just how you did it.
Well, I don't know what it's about. I haven't recorded it yet. That's why I don't know what it's about. Once
Oh,
I
can you
read the
just
script,
can you do voiceover guy though? Because I've seen you do voiceover guy. Yeah. We need like
I
to
don't know
chat
what it's about, but
GPT this.
it would be
like this.
something like, I'm just going to read some comments in my voiceover voice.
Yep.
No, that's not it. Hey, Forrest. I live at the southern tip of Western Australia and kayak fish hardcore, but have recently started worrying about sharks. That's it.
It's good.
I feel
It's
like
really
I can
nice.
do better.
It's really nice.
There
You can
was
do
a
better.
time
Shut up.
when the sharks in the Pacific Ocean roamed the Atlantic, and then they swam over to Europe and ate everybody on the beach.
What I like about your VO voice, Peter, is it has that sort of old man high-pitched rasp.
I
Yeah.
try to mimic the bar rescue guys VO.
Yeah. Wait,
Let's answer some chats. What's going on in the chat?
Piasu says Forrest owes New Zealand an apology because he said they only have sheep. Forrest, kiwi, alpine parrot, tutara, kakapo, giant weta.
Maybe Del Corte?
Well, Del Corte is a very cool one, which, Kyle, you should pull that up. I know we've talked about it before, but the Del Corte is the giant gecko that reportedly lives in New Zealand under bark of a very specific tree. So much so that when we went into Extinct or Alive 3 prep, I actually know the exact tree that we were going to go and look under the bark for this giant gecko. So this was a single specimen that actually there's recent news on this where they just did genetics on it and they found it is its own individual species from New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
Also known as the death lizard, because the Maori, if they saw one, it was an omen of death. But yeah, it would be this giant, like go to the one of the guy holding it down there, Kyle, bottom left. It would be the largest gecko ever recorded in the history of anything. So yeah, it's definitely a very cool one. But the rest of New Zealand, I'm sorry, like I don't care if you're from New Zealand. It's just not that exciting for wildlife above ground. Underwater, it's great. Kiwis are cool. I've seen tuatara. They're rad. It's not, I don't recommend people go to New Zealand for wildlife. It's very vanilla above the water.
Oh, yeah. I can hide.
They're very, very, New Zealand is way up at the top as far as extinct wildlife.
That's for sure. Yeah, they did a good job getting rid of everything. Animals. Yep, yeah. That's for sure.
Happy to see original, I think literally our first listener, Daniel Cool, is on there talking shit about New Zealand.
Daniel Cool, welcome to the pod. Been here since day one, 3 years.
Yeah, but he's Australian, so that's like a Canadian. That's like us making fun of Canadians. It's like, oh, you're the slightly less cool country, so you're gonna make fun of the other guys. That's what.
Dude, no. But it is always nice to see some of the OGs, dude. Can you believe that people have stuck around for 3 years, 3.5 years? Meat Trees on. I saw Jay Abs
stuck around. I can't believe I've stuck around for 3.5 years.
The amount of times I've had to reel you and Pat back into this endeavor over the 3 years is just.
We almost lost Pat at the beginning of this live.
We've all talked each other off of many cliffs during this.
I love the one. I love the one where we signed on and Forrest said just. Not even like an offensive joke. And I had just had the kid like 4 weeks prior. And I just go, Fuck you, Forrest.
You were so upset, and I was like, "What just happened?" I was
And
like,
then
"All right,
we
I'm
both
done."
signed off, and we're like, we're not doing it anymore. We're out. We're done with this bullshit. Why do I have to deal with this? Listen, do we have
pretty
anything
funny.
to do, or should I pop the chat like onto
Let's
the?
do some chat, man. That's
Yeah,
what
let's do
you
some
know, we
chat
haven't
here.
been
Let's
alive in
bring
a
it
while.
up on screen. People want to
I
see.
think the live and doing chats on the live is what people like. I also have a bizarre animal of the week that I want to do so that the brosners, so we can see who gets it first, because I think that'll be funny. However, I won't be able to read the comments while also doing the bizarre animal of the week because I'm very simple. So Kyle, maybe you can keep tabs and see who gets it first when we do bizarre animal of the week.
Ooh,
please.
I love that. So
Yeah.
we got a bizarre animal.
I got somebody posted a question a minute ago asking if Forrest has any plans to write a second book. My guess is you don't currently. Maybe you do, but if you did, what would it be about?
That's a good question. I did want to write a second book, still do. I don't think the first one did well enough for the publisher to be like, yeah, let's go do another one immediately. I could be wrong, but like they haven't approached me, and I went back to them 6 months later, and they're like, yeah, nah. So I do want to do a second book. I would like to write a book on. What I'd really like to write a book on is non-lethal human wildlife mitigation methods. So like a whole book on an interesting book on like how to solve human wildlife conflict in non-lethal ways. And this would be totally like from experience, and it would be observational and anecdotal in the sense of like these aren't all proven tactics because a lot of them haven't been tried before. But I think I'd open the book by explaining conservation is fucked, right? It's a model that's fucking broken, and it pisses me off because we've been trying to do conservation for 100+ years, and we are losing, right? I'm not saying there aren't people that are doing a very good job. I'm not saying there aren't success stories, but if you look at conservation from a whole, we are losing year after year. We are losing more and more species. The decline of just general biodiversity is getting faster and faster. So we're fucking losing the battle of conservation. And so I'd like to like write this book on, I guess, like radical conservation and how to do these like non-lethal human wildlife conflict mitigation methods that are untested and unproven, but are big picture ideas and big plays and big strategies based on things I've seen and little tricks and techniques that we've worked on, Patrick, on shoots and other places that I've done stuff, literally including in my own backyard, to say like, why aren't we trying some of these things? Why can't we take this more out of the box method of thinking? And why do all the current methods of thinking from academics have to be so cut and dry and proven and tested as opposed to trying new things? So it's just sort of this very weird take at something that hasn't been done. It's completely unrelated to like, you know, a memoir autobiography like the first book. But I think it would be really cool to just like take a big giant stab at like, quit fucking up conservation. Let's go hard on a new direction and see what happens. I'm not saying everybody, but just like a lot of people tried this and see what happened.
What's like, so I know you guys went out there and you did, are we allowed to talk about the elephant thing yet?
Yeah.
Did that air?
Yeah.
So
a long time ago.
Is that the type of thing you're talking about where you go and trank the elephants and then you helicopter them? And so what's like the one you did in your backyard? I'm curious.
Well, with the bears, right? So I came up with a bunch of different mitigation methods for the bears. And I think there's a whole variety of reasons why the bears have left my yard alone. The main one being that we got so much water in California this year that they're not drawn to my house like they have been in the past. But, you know, I don't want to go into too much detail because it'll eat up the entire time, but I tried like 6 different things to keep the bears from breaking in and eating all my chickens. And finally, I got to a point where I think I figured it out where, you know, the simplest solution, and I don't even think this is legal in the state of California, but the simplest solution would have been kill the bears, right? Poison them, shoot them, whatever. That was completely never an option for me. So I was like, how do we manage the bear situation? And this is just a small thing. So I did some electric fencing. I did some negative reinforcement stuff. I did all kinds of stuff around the property and got to a point where a combination of stuff worked. And I was like, okay, this is cool. You know, as opposed to the old school method of like, oh, bear's a problem, let's shoot him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Ethan. Oh, we're still going on this.
Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead.
I was just trying to get some comments, and Ethan Everglades said, Your guys' last podcast made me broke. You inspired me to buy a ton of backpacking gear. Ethan, you have the word Everglades in your like you live in the Everglades. That's if anyone needs a ton of backpacking gear, it's you, bro.
I got another question, and this comes up quite a bit. We get this question, Forrest. You've answered this before, and we're always kind of cagey on it. I feel like we've had conversations that's getting more near, like we, as the Wild Times, would go and do one of these and see if you can do any more explorations for an extinct animal. Doing a little trip, going and taking a look somewhere in the U.S.
The only reason I've ever been cagey on it is because it's not something to take lightly, right? And that's all it boils down to. It's not a big part of it, and I always say this, is like, get out there and just do it. But I wouldn't want to just do it without some very serious preparation, planning, and funding. And that's the problem. But thanks to literally everybody here and, our podcast and things, this is becoming lucrative and it is starting to add up and people are supporting what we're doing. So I think it is something that's in the future, but it's not something that I'm going to do. Patrick's giggling at something.
I think it's
but
that.
It's not something that
I was doing this, and Mihu said, "What's Pat summoning?" And I was trying to figure out if this rain is hard enough that I need to go inside or not. Sorry, Forrest.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
But that's the answer. Is just it will come in time. The research is all done already. It's just these things take funding. I don't want to waste time doing let's go around the U.S. and look for grizzly bears in California. There's no grizzly bears in California. I know they used to be here. They're not here. Like
somebody
I want to
literally just posted the thing that I want to do the most out of anything ever that anybody's ever posted. Okay. Extreme hide and seek in the wilderness. This would be brilliant. It requires no more.
Stop talking about it.
Okay,
Nathan. We will give you a small percentage when we sell it. That is fucking brilliant, dude. That is so simple, and I would watch the shit out of that show.
Oh, dude. I would definitely watch that. I'm shocked that that's not a show, to be honest.
I honestly feel like if I went by the name Milk Condom on the show, that we would garner international attention.
You are a Milk Condom. I think that is your new name. If this wasn't alive, that would be the sign off. I'd be like, just comment Milk Condom at the end of
Dr. Terraminator. So. He's been a long time. I don't know how to speak, but super chat. Thank you for that. I have a question. I've been planning on having red-eye tree frogs. What plants would you highly recommend or features in a terrarium that would be cool and beneficial?
I don't know. Why are you asking me that? I don't keep red-eye tree frogs. No, I mean...
You're a herp guy.
The answer is always whatever's native, right? So I think having some bromeliads and some big flat leaf things that are native to Central and South America where red-eye tree frogs occur is ideal. I mean, I don't know much about it. I'll tell you this, though. ZoomEd, I was just looking. In fact, oh, no, it's not open on my tab anymore. I was just looking at some of these terrariums that they make where you buy the whole kit. Has the fog machine and the lights and the timer and the like everything. And it's like a plug-and-play system. They look amazing. Like, I would just get one of those pre-set terrariums and then decorate it the way you like and put your tree frogs in there. But I don't know the answer. Well, just whatever's good for tree frogs.
When you put together a terrarium of your own, because you've put together a few, right?
One or two.
You just, I mean, you kind of, is it like the same as, I don't know, building like a dog house? Do you just kind of figure out what you're doing as you go and what animals you want to put in, or you plan it out?
Definitely not. No, you got to plan it out. So the way I do it is like, I just set up this new tank back here. Yeah. So this is my new
that's
tank.
A beaut.
Okay? This is really exciting, actually. I have a very special resident coming for this tank who isn't here yet. Now, I'll do a reveal on a different pod when he's here. But in order to prepare for said resident, I've set up this beautiful tank. All the plants except for the big one that you can see right there, which is covering the filter, are live plants and natural. And all the fish are native to a certain part of the world where that special animal is coming from. They're all native. Oh, there, you just made it big. They're all native to Northern Australia, Papua New Guinea. And I've got a very special animal coming for there, which I don't have yet. And I'll be very excited when I do. So I do the research. I go, okay, what is the creature? what's the right temperature, what is the right pH level if it's in water, blah 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 blah, and then I build the tank accordingly. And that's what you should do for anything.
Absolutely. So you're saying definitely you should do some planning and not just like throw together a bunch of bullshit, because that's how I do it for sure. And
Yes, that's not good for your animal.
Yeah, you want your broadleaf plants in there, your golden pathos, your philodendron, your ficus.
Wow. You know a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to know that much.
I've got a couple. I got a couple red-eyed tree frogs.
We got another super chat here for you, Pat, specifically. Core to the core. What did he say there?
Yeah. I summoned with the handsies.
He's the one you summoned with your handsies. I love that. And everybody apparently
it started raining.
Google a humpback whale with scoliosis. Kyle, maybe there's something there. Let's check it out.
It's horrible. It's horrible in our private chat. Well, that's okay. Let's see it anyway, Kyle. Milk condom.
Oh, this is a good one. So it's a super chat, but here we'll do it. We'll do it first.
That is really wild.
That's bananas.
It's shaped like
it's still surviving. It's very much shaped like a banana.
Wow. Thank you for that. That was amazing. A super chat for you, Forrest, I think. Tell us about your experience managing a team of researchers. That's amazing. What's your favorite aspect of working in the wildlife biology field? I love that.
Good question. The best part about managing a team of researchers, specifically like a team like ours and what we research, is the shared passion, right? I don't think when you go into Wendy's, all the employees are like, man, I fucking love making these square hamburgers. You know, I don't think they're all there just like spazzing out on the thing, their craft in that. But when it comes to managing a team like ours, where we're researching extinct animals, human wildlife conflict, conservation, everybody's so fired up on it. And then in addition to that, everybody has their own niche within it, which makes it even cooler. So, you know, I'll be working with, say, Pat and Mitch and some of the camera guys, and like, I'm thinking of like, oh, the big conservation implications, how to plan the mission, where we're going to go, what we're going to do. Patrick's thinking about like, well, how do we tell a nice story around this so that everybody that watches it can like feel really inspired and have that motivation to care about it. And then, you know, I'm using production as an example here, but like then Mitchell's over there going, well, how do we film this the most cinematically and the most beautifully? Like, how do we get a camera in the ground looking up to make that elephant look bigger, or the drone from overhead, you know, that's also a tool. And then I could list more and more names and, you know, special emphasis, but the point being everybody gets more and more excited and feeds off of that energy to build on one another to create this thing. And I think that's by far the best part of managing a team going into something like that.
I'm highly excited about Matt McHugh and Jason Abbs being on.
Dude,
it's fun seeing the names of the number 2 and 3 original listeners.
Matt McHugh podcast. Just so everybody knows, Matt McHugh, when we had like maybe 25 listeners, this 3.5 years ago when we first started, beginning of the pandemic era, he placed an ad, a full color ad, big ad in his local newspaper about the wild times. And I mean, we were like, we should keep going. Let's never stop doing this podcast, because evidently it has some kind of effect on people.
I don't know how I had forgotten about that, but that was one of the just ballsiest, coolest things I've ever seen anybody do. They're just like, I'm just going to take out an ad for you guys.
Dude, so cool. Definitely got our attention too. We were like, I remember us talking about it. I sent it to you because you sent it to me, and I was like, can you guys believe this shit? Like, did he Photoshop this? Like, is this
right? We will one day have a billboard. I just want a billboard with that stupid logo and our 3 idiot faces in the bubble, like in a big billboard somewhere. How silly would that be?
We just have to find the cheapest place in the U.S. to have a billboard.
We just we need a Nebraskan billboard. It'll cost like $14 to put up a sign in Nebraska, I imagine.
Forrest, I want to get this one up because I don't know what the hell Chadles is talking about, but he clearly wants this answered. Okay. Thoughts on how Australia can solve their rabbit issue? Does Australia have a rabbit issue?
Oh, big time. So for those that don't know, Australia has no real native, how do I phrase this rightly, mammals that aren't marsupials. That's not exactly correct, but more or less. And rabbits were brought there, I think, for food or for farming, whatever. and they are now a massive problem. Like they've spread, and it's funny, you can look at a range map. They have just spread and spread and spread across Australia. Yeah, there you go. And you can sort of see how it's just gone like
Wow.
blanket of rabbit issues. And Kyle, look up the Australian rabbit fence, because this is the most hilarious, terrible idea I've ever seen. So go to the fourth or fifth picture over. No, on the top row there, the fourth picture over. So their idea was to just build a rabbit fence. Now, by the way, you're not looking at like 12 miles there. That's, I don't know how many miles that is, but it's hundreds, if not well over 1,000 miles of fence. And they're like, oh, this will work. We'll just throw 1,000-mile fence in, and that'll definitely keep all the rabbits on one side, which is just, I mean, I appreciate the effort, but what a bunch of shenanigans. Like, not only is that terrible for all the other animals, rabbits can just dig everywhere. Like, it's just like the worst idea in history. But
what do you think about this? As the rat czar of New York City, what about this idea?
I am.
This is something Australia would do and has done, and so has New Zealand. They keep just releasing other invasive species to eat the other shit, and then that thing becomes a problem.
Oh, wow. Look at Daniel Cool is here saying that fixing the rabbit problem is part of his new job.
Oh, that's rad.
Wow.
So I guess he's doing a lot of
in
trapping.
The chat. Tell us what they're thinking about doing.
Yeah, get on there, Cool. What the fuck's the plan, man?
While he writes that, I mean, the short answer is rabbits are here to stay. Like, they're not going anywhere in Australia. I think there are a lot of problems with it. There are a lot of animals that are eating them. Dingoes eat them. Pythons eat them, blah, blah, blah. But they're just,
wait, did you say
prolific?
Python or Python?
Pythons.
Python from out of space, or?
Are you really telling me how to pronounce an animal?
Python! Zebra out of space. All I'm saying is it's not accurate.
You're an idiot. Saltwater crocodile versus polar bear. Who you got, Peter?
Oh my God. I mean, polar bear in my eyes, being the layman's that I am, but having been on an animal podcast for 3.5 years, the polar bear is the de facto apex predator. If we didn't have brains, they would take over the world. I'm going polar bear.
Okay.
I'm gonna go polar bear easy on land. In water, even though polar bears are, great long distance swimmers, I'm going with the saltwater croc.
Woo!
Yeah. So I'd say that's the correct answer. I think in the water, I mean, you have to factor in that a polar bear and a crocodile could never be in the same water, because a polar bear would overheat in crocodile water, and the crocodile would instantly freeze to death in polar bear water. But on a level playing field in the water, I would say the saltwater croc would have it, no problem. And I can't really imagine this happening on land. So yeah, it's I would say the croc has it in the water for sure.
I've been drinking Fat Tire the whole time. Just saying.
I love Zach.
That.
Zach Hupel's got a good idea. We got to do a cocktail bracket at some point. That just sounds like a fun pod.
I love it.
We just do like a power hour. We did what's it called? I forget the name of the game. I'm getting so old. But in college, we sat down one night with like the whole house of guys, and we were gonna take a shot every time they said the word "the ring" in all 3 movies of Lord of the Rings. We made it like 8 minutes into movie 1.
Yeah.
They say the ring a lot, like not occasionally, a lot.
We played a game in college where it was to the song Thunderstruck, and every time they said Thunderstruck, you'd have to take a shot. And I was like, okay, it's literally, you could never make it through the entire song. You would have to take like 1,000 shots. And I thought like they'll just say it a few times. It's every other word of the song.
It really is.
Thunderstruck. Martin
right.
Wilson, what do you got here? Huge fan
What'd
of
he
the
say?
pod.
Super chat. $6.99 Canadian dollars. What's that, like 8 cents? Get out of here with your funny money.
Dude, you are such an alienator of other currencies.
But that's funny. It's funny to like make fun of everybody else.
I'm not saying people. You're not prejudiced against people. It's against other currencies that you're prejudiced.
That's true. Huge fan of the pod. Curious what you think of the coyote in the Eastern Canada mating with wolves. It's nothing new, to be honest. Coy wolves have been something that have been popping up ever since wolf populations were pummeled, and it sort of makes sense. Like if you think of a all dogs can mate, right? Like your Chihuahua will mate with a pit bull, which is a terrible thing because it will undeniably die from the mating or in birth giving. But it can happen, right? They can all mate. And if you think about the fact that you're a lone wolf out there and all your buddies have been killed and there's none left, and then you see a nice, sexy coyote bitch walking around, and I mean that in the nice way, then then you're gonna lay more pipe than a plumber and see what happens. So that's just part of the game.
Oh my God!
I like this question here because, like, again, as like a layman, what animal will be the next domesticated animal, like wolves into dogs? Are we talking polar bear here? Or are we talking hippo? What do you think?
I know the answer for sure.
What is it?
Why don't you guys take a crack at it, and then I'll tell you the actual answer.
Okay. Pat, what do you got?
Peter's busy pouring his drink.
I'm knee deep in a hilarious comment. What is it?
What will be the next domesticated? You know what? I'll just take this. You guys are both distracted, laughing, and pouring drinks.
Sorry, I'm pouring a drink.
The next domesticated animal, Kyle, pull up pictures because I have proof, is undeniably the capybara. There are capybara cafes popping up in Japan. They're all over people's like gardens in where is it? In BA in Buenos Aires. They're like in people's gardens. People are just all of a sudden, but like type in capybara pet, Kyle. Like in the last like 6 months, it's just become a thing where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna like keep a capybara with our dog, and we're gonna put a little hilarious saddle on it, and it's gonna play with my small daughter. Like it's just become a thing. And look at the guy hugging it right there. Look at the hugging it one. That's the next house pet. That's the next house pet, guaranteed. And they're just going to come more. Look at that. That woman's walking her capybara downtown. I love it.
We just did a story on a recent pod where the capybaras have taken over an island. I forget exactly where it was, but they just walk.
Thank you.
Yeah, they just walk amongst the people and the tourists without any fear, anything. And it's such a good spot because these are people who are just going to want to walk up and pet them, not like shoot them or eat them or do anything, you know?
Right.
I agree. Right. I agree with you. Knowing nothing.
So I have to do this. Wait. You guys. Okay. No, you go. I have to leave in 2 minutes because I have to do a CNN thing, which sucks because I'd much rather be
I thought you said a 550.
No, 450.
He said 550. This is ludicrous.
He said 550.
This is ludicrous.
How long are you going to
How long is it going to take?
The show ends at 5, so I can come right back. I can literally.
All right, you're going to come back. We'll keep stuff going.
Hey,
we're going to keep it going.
Okay, so Danu had a hilarious comment. He said, Forrest looks like the heat miser, which is absolutely brilliant. Kyle, pull up a picture of heat miser.
It's mean. I like it. Heat miser. What is that from? All right, I gotta go. I will see you guys in 10 minutes. Bye.
We'll see you in a few. Bye. Go get it done.
Get your ass back here.
I will. Bye.
Stu-Boy Q said I'd love to play in a fantasy league with Papa P. He's absolutely correct.
Why?
It's a lot of fun.
You literally like actually win and are good at it. That's not a good idea.
So Forrest, that by the way, he said 550.
I mean, I'm going to post a screenshot. Forrest said, I have a hard out at 550. He literally clearly forgot because he was having so much fun at 448.
Yeah.
Kyle just confirmed death 550.
It is 550. I was wrong.
My God. You are a poo-poo brain.
You have schizophrenia,
Christ almighty.
I'm back. I hung up and then went to my Skype and was completely wrong. So
it's okay. We forgive you. Let's hop back into it. Somebody's, that's the one. Now that the jerk.
Okay, Matt. All right. I see you there, Matt. All right. You wait till I hangs up. Wow. I'm slurring my words before my press.
Hangs up.
Let's get it together. I got one, Amorian. He threw us a little cash. Thank you for that super chat. $10. I'm curious to know if Forrest still wants one of those Nigerian dwarf goats. Me and my sister are one of the biggest breeders in SoCal and would love to give him one.
Shut the fuck up.
Give him one.
Dude, hit me up. Send me a how do you do this? A deem me on Instagram. I'm not even kidding. That will be my gift to my family for Christmas. I'm not kidding. I will come and get a goat.
That's amazing. That'll be the second goat that you've given your family for Christmas.
No, first one was a mini horse. Come on.
Whatever.
Get with the program. Feliz Navidad, the mini horse. No, I'm not even kidding. Whoever just said that, wait, who was that? It's gone already. Kyle.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's gone
A
forever.
Miriam. He'll DM
A Miriam.
you.
That's the
Just
most
get your
important
DMs
thing
for
that's
once,
ever
Paulie.
happened to me on
I
a
like-
live YouTube.
Let's give this a
Demon.
shout out. It's a good cause, and thank you for the $5. Chris Gillette's new animal sanctuary. You guys know Chris Gillette. You guys are
Yep.
friends
Chris is buddy.
/
Yeah.
enemies. He's
No,
a great
no
guy.
enemies.
Loves
Just
animals.
friends.
No
No
enemies. He's
frenemies,
wonderful.
just straight friends. He's a fantastic human being with a great heart. I did see he had a big going away party fundraiser when he left the Everglades Outpost, put some money together, and him and his girlfriend have started a new animal sanctuary. I'm not sure whether it's open or not, but Cal, can you pull it up? I'm not sure if it pops right up, but he moved to, I think, Central Florida and is opening this animal sanctuary. And I'll tell you guys this. You all know that I'm already like a pro zoo person because I think they do important things. Anything that Chris runs will be top notch. Animal husbandry will be at the forefront and the most important thing for every animal there. So this is awesome. If you guys get a chance to go and support it, please do.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Not only is it a good cause.
Thank you,
they're friends of the
Amorian.
pod.
He said he's DMing me. I have to figure out how to check my dim, and then I will get back
Well, you
to
can do it. You can do it at 5:56 once your
I intend
fancy
to. I'm not
news
doing
piece
it
is
now.
done.
I
Your
am that
news
excited.
piece.
Fatboy J Gaming 1650. Send me a DM. I would love to. I will join your Discord fantasy league with the Brosners. That sounds super fun.
If Pat knew how to use Discord, you could do that, but he doesn't. So I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
he's got an extra level of gravel in your voice, son.
I know.
Peter. Hey, Pat, can you read Lane Sewell's comment about 5 down? But you have to read it in I know what you did last summer voice, please.
Peter, I know what you did in 1999. I don't know if it's reading. I've got a lot of. It's in there.
Peter.
That was good. That was good. That was really nice.
I know what you
really
did in
nice.
99.
Oh boy, it's getting worse.
I don't know what happened
Peter,
to Retep
everyone
in
knows.
99. You guys are freaking me out. Stop it.
I want to hear. I want to
Stop
hear
it.
Galaxy Catwoman's idea, inappropriate game idea. I'm sure, but I will preface it by saying this: if all 3 of us aren't in it, don't pitch it to us. It has to be all of us.
This is I'm going to throw a quick shout out to somebody else who has been here since the beginning. Marcus Gisdall has been a Patreon since day one. He couldn't make it because his dad is ill. He wanted to be here so bad. He's been engaging with the community for years and years. Sorry he couldn't make it.
That's huge.
We'll talk to you sometime in the near future.
All right,
Want to do bizarre
we're gonna
animal?
play a game. No, it's
Let's
time for a
do
game.
it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, wow, that was well timed.
Hang
It's
on.
time for a game. Okay,
Should
everybody
we,
stay.
should we give away a mug or a T-shirt or something to whoever gets it first in the chat?
Absolutely.
Oh, hell
Hey,
yeah.
Kyle, you're going to have
Absolutely.
to monitor it, okay? Because I'm going to be over here reading my facts. We're going to play Bizarre Animal of the Week.
All right. How does it work, Forrest? How does this game work?
So, ladies and gentlemen, I will read off a list of clues that will eventually lead up to our Bizarre Animal of the Week. If you think you know what it is, you type it in the chat. The first person to guess our Bizarre Animal of the Week will win some Wild Time swag. Not sure what it is, not sure what we have in inventory, but you'll win something. So you better win.
A T-shirt
Yeah.
of whatever size looks best on you. And that's when the game ends. That's when the game ends, when someone
Yep.
gets it. Right?
No guessing
Okay.
from then on.
Correct.
Hold on. Let me just write one thing in here. Okay.
All right,
All right,
here we go.
Bizarre Animal of the Week. Our first clue, ladies and gentlemen, for Bizarre Animal of the Week is this creature is nocturnal. Okay? Our nocturnal animal has a diet that consists mainly of leaves, fruits, and flowers. Okay? It's got a nighttime creature eating leaves, fruits, and flowers. Okay. Now, that's very broad. Now we're going to start narrowing it in. This nocturnal creature that eats these specialized leaves, fruits, and flowers has a specialized digestive system that allow it to extract nutrients from plant material when other members of its genus don't eat plant material.
That is fucking wild. What? Can you say that again? I'm confused.
It has a specialized digestive system to extract nutrients from plants.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
moving on.
Like poison
Not
ivy
that
or some
I'm
shit.
I'm not super impressed. Just so we know right now.
No, it's good. It's great. You hear that?
Yeah.
Or is he frozen?
I heard just so we know, and then he froze.
Perfect. Hyping it
Yep.
up.
Good suspense.
All right, keep
That's a
going.
fake
Keep
freeze.
going. We'll get
All
him
right.
back.
It is arboreal, known for excellent climbing and effortlessly moving among the treetops. These are all very broad still, but we're getting there.
Oh, so it's
We're
in the
getting there.
treetops.
It's in the treetops. Our nocturnal treetop dwelling creature with specialized digestive system has sharp claws and a large eye that provide it with enhanced night vision.
It's an eye.
Is it?
Because you said I. Because you said I.
Okay.
Give a quick recap
Going.
of the two that he missed.
Just
the last two.
Gotcha. Yep. So our bizarre animal of the week is a nocturnal creature that has a specialized digestive system for eating leaves, fruits, and flowers. It is an arboreal animal living among the treetops that has sharp claws and enhanced night vision. Now, to add to that, its unique appearance has long, slender body covered in fur.
Ha!
Covered in fur. Okay.
I don't like that. Okay.
Nope. All right. This bizarre animal that has all of those features that we have talked about to date also has a prehensile tail.
What is prehensile again?
It means they can use their tail like an appendage. They can use
like
their
a
tail
finger.
to grip on things. Yeah, like a big finger.
Okay.
Our bizarre prehensile-tailed creature that is nocturnal, that lives in the treetops eating fruits and leaves and has amazing night vision and sharp claws is a creamy gray to orange rust color.
Creamy gray.
Yeah.
Hell?
I didn't read it. I
Okay.
don't see it yet. It might be there, but I don't see it yet. Okay. There's a
Wow.
lot.
Really?
Somebody
I'm
got
trying
it.
not to
Somebody
look.
got it.
Oh, somebody
Well,
did
hold
get
on.
it.
Somebody got it. That's great. Let's play the last two.
Yeah,
clues.
no, keep going, because I have
Yeah.
no clue,
All right.
and I do have a guess.
So
though.
our orange, rusty-colored, prehensile-tailed arboreal creature that's long and slender, covered in fur with large eyes and great night vision and sharp claws is a native to Cape York,
Mars.
Australia, and Papua New Guinea. That should really tell you a lot.
Oh, Pat knows because you guys have been on animal adventures before. I still don't know. That's BS.
I don't know if he knows. Now, in case you haven't got it and you're still trying to guess, this is your last and final clue that'll help you. Despite its appearance and behaviors, it's not a primate. It's a type of marsupial.
Oh, I knew it was a marsupial. I knew it was a monkey.
Let's see.
I knew it.
I see a lot of people putting the right answer in there. Kyle, would you please pull up a picture of?
Can we take a
Drumroll,
guess?
please.
Wait, can
Oh,
we
yeah,
take a
sorry,
guess?
sorry,
What the
sorry,
hell?
yes.
You're forgetting the
Yes.
most important
Sorry.
part of the game.
Sorry. Peter, would you please guess?
Yes.
Milk
So-
Condoms, please take a guess.
Knowing that it's a humanoid of some type, you threw me
Remember that
off
being a
with the hair, but I'm still going with my original guess of gray alien.
Excellent guess. Patrick, would you like to take a stab at this, or did you already get it?
Kinkajou.
Very good guess. Very close. Our bizarre animal of the week, with all of those features, which I don't need to recap for the 15th time, is
Gray alien.
the cuscus, the common spotted
Oh
cuscus,
shit! Look
which,
at this
as
thing.
you can see, has crazy orangey rusty fur, an elongated body, funny prehensile tail. They're arboreal. They're adorable. They eat fruit and veg.
Who's our
There we go.
winner? Ethan Everglades won with the
Everglades.
couscous.
Very nice, Ethan Everglades. You just won yourself a shirt.
Dude, I
that
swear to
was
God,
bizarre animal of the
Kyle,
week.
can you pull that up real quick again? I mean,
Look at it.
you know,
Look
as
at
a
it.
not animal guy, as a not animal guy, I look at something like this. I'm just like, this exists? Are you
It does.
kidding me?
I know.
What the hell is
I
this
know.
thing? And how have nobody's ever heard of this thing unless you're like a biologist. God damn it. It may as well be a gray alien. That's all I'm saying.
It's the same thing. It's rust-colored
the
alien
exact
instead.
same.
Yeah.
Ethan Everglades is new on my radar, but he's really making himself known in this.
What
this
else?
spot here.
What else?
I
did
like
he say?
that. I like
He's the
that
one
a
who got
lot.
all the backpacking gear after the last podcast to go exploring.
Really? Wow.
That's right. Hey, did you guys? I'm curious if you're watching this live. Did you guys enjoy that gear segment? Because that's something we're thinking of doing more. Talking about
Ooh,
gear.
good question.
You're all outdoorsy folks. Did you guys like the gear segment?
Did
We'll
you
find out.
like the gear segment? Sorry.
All right. What else we got? We can do more games.
Oh,
We-
dude,
a
is
lot
there
of
another game? Do we have a top 3 in DFL, or do we have a? I would love a fact or fiction, just because I actually have usually like kind of a chance, or
I'd
any
like to
kind
play
of
fact or
trivia.
Fiction.
Anything. I'm down for it. I don't want
Pat, you got
Pat's
a- you got
math.
a
I'm a
fact-
little too tipsy for it.
You're a little tipsy. Well, let's do a couple questions. I'll get something teed up.
All right, let's roll this on. Sorry, let me roll it on screen here. Let's do some.
I'm glad
What do you
that
got?
Stu Boy Q loves top 3 DFL because that's one that I feel like we just kind of do because it's so much fun. And I'm glad that people actually like it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry, which game?
Top 3 DFL.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's a tremendous time.
Oh, so. We looking at the chats. Everybody's just kind of.
I'm just reading stuff people are writing. I should probably read them out
I mean,
loud instead.
it's funny because like when we came onto the chat, we said, okay, like let's try and like have a structure like we do with the pod, and it's impossible because of all the comments. You're just like constantly looking at them.
It's good,
It's
though.
not possible.
It's good.
Yeah, I love it. I
Good.
love interacting and engaging.
Oh,
It's the
here's
best
a
part
good
of the
one.
show.
Here's a good
Yeah.
one. Don't feed Phil. Hey guys, what are your favorite dinosaurs?
Oh
Ooh, I
boy,
love
I get in
that.
trouble
Never
every time
talked
we
about
talk
this.
about dinosaurs.
It's okay. Just we all get in trouble. People get mad. They say that's a lizard. I don't know why certain things are dinosaurs and certain things aren't. Forrest, you go first. Favorite dinosaur?
Yep. Favorite dinosaur for me would probably be the Ichthyosaurus. I just like giant marine reptile. Maybe it's not a dinosaur. Shut up. Like it's insane. Like I love water creatures. I mean, you look around my office.
Yeah.
There's 4 tanks in my office, all filled with water creatures. I want one of those in a very big tank, and I would be the happiest person.
Is that a
for it.
turducken? What is that?
An
Ichthyosaurus, boy.
Ichthyosaurus, a turducken. Yep, that's a
I think
turducken. That's my
It's
favorite
an
animal.
easy one for me. Stegosaurus.
Why is
I mean,
that?
Because it's huge. I mean, first of all, it's so much bigger than you think because you don't think it's not as big as a brontosaurus or something like that. But it's still huge. It's got the plates on the back. Give it a spiky tail, tiny little cute head. It's just an
Very
easy
cool.
pick.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I mean,
What do you got?
I'm gonna have to
Googling
go.
dinosaurs. He's Googling dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I'm not- I was-
what are dinosaurs?
What are dinosaur? No, I'm gonna go with the Plesiosaurus because first of all, it's caused a lot of people think that it's a cryptid that
Still
swims around in
baby.
Loch Ness, and it's just done a really good job of looking like a turtle with a giraffe's head.
Yeah, they're really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, it's just an amazing animal. By the way, Forrest, what does a Plesiosaurus eat?
Everything it can fit in its mouth. By the way, you need to watch. Everybody needs to watch. What is it? Not Prehistoric Planet, and 1 and 2. They just released 2 like a month ago.
Ooh,
It's
really?
just as good as 1. Plesiosaurs are like an entire episode in
Really?
the Oceans one. It's fantastic. Yeah,
I
they'll
love
eat
those
anything they
shows.
can fit in their mouths, basically. And that was kind of the thing back then too. Is all those big predators would eat anything they could fit in their mouths, and all of the herbivores would just, they were more specialized. But yeah, it's so cool.
All right.
That Prehistoric Planet
So-
show.
A lot of people are hammering us saying only one person picked a dinosaur.
Don't care.
Technically,
Don't care.
again, my definition of dinosaur just hasn't changed since I was 12. So I'm going with
Even though it's even though it's wrong, it's still
And
Pluto is
for
also
me,
a planet, so shut up.
well, for me,
Otherwise the rhyme doesn't work.
I don't know what dinosaurs are, and I didn't have a chance to Google it. So if Forrest didn't actually pick a dinosaur, I absolutely agree with you.
Dude, Stu Boy Q coming with an old reference from like 100 podcasts ago when Retep said Dinosaur bones is oil.
Wow. Oh
got an
man,
old
that is
reference
an
for you.
old
Going way
reference.
I got an
back.
old reference
Dinosaur
for
bones
y'all.
is oil. I forgot about that. He's got to leave and get more booze. That's hilarious. I completely forgot about that. Oh yeah, the broccoli.
The broccoli's back. Hey,
Some
this is a
call
good
it broccoli.
question
What's the
from Travis
question?
Milano. Forrest, where do you poop when you're on a boat all day long?
Off the side, man. It depends. If it's warm, it's a good question. This is important information, by the way. And I kind of embarrassed my friend over this because she's a
course you
girl.
can.
But
Just use a
Do
name.
it without the name, guy.
man, you will know who it is, but it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Mitch.
Mitch is not a girl that I'm aware of. Okay, so first of all, if it's cold, you hang on over the back railing and let her rip. But if it's warm, you do yourself a delightful aqua dump, which is one of the most enjoyable things you can do. And let me give you a little tidbit of advice here. Okay, if you can learn to hold your breath, if you get down below 15 feet, your poop sinks. If you're above 15 feet, it floats. So what you want to do is hold your breath, dive on down, pull your pants off. It's completely stress-free. Hold on to a nice coral head or rock and just let her rip down on the bottom on the white sand, nice and warm, no TP needed. Oh, what a good way to create an oil slick. Let me tell you, that is just the nice way.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's delightful.
What if you don't want to dive off the boat?
Well, then I told you, you hang your butt off the edge and poop. But that's much less enjoyable.
Into the propeller or?
Yeah, off the back. Not while the boat's going.
Do fish swarm it?
Depends where you are. If you're in Catalina and you let a floater go, yeah, you better watch out. Those opali are going to come in like piranhas. But most places, no.
So we've had several comments, at least half a dozen that have been similar to this one. Pat, any response to this?
I think what this is that I just am one of the most basic looking humans on the planet, and that a lot of people have the same head.
You have a very stern, square. I mean, it's a
beady eyes, sharp nose. There's a lot of people with my rat-like
a lot of cops,
face and
evidently.
normal sized and shaped head, and so I look like a lot of people.
I love how you've taken a page out of my self-deprecation book. You never used to do that until the podcast.
I know my strengths, boy, and my looks ain't one of them.
That's not true. You're a handsome dude.
Oh, I like Kyle. I like Kyle Cullen's question. Forrest, do you think there's an the real word would be undescribed species in North Korea where Western science hasn't been? Absolutely. And here's why. Not because we are so much more advanced or smarter than Western Koreans, because that is not at all a priority for them North Korean. What did I say? Western Koreans? Not because Westerners are more advanced or smarter than North Koreans, but because it's not a priority for them in North Korea, given the fact that, there's a lot of other shit going on. I don't know why you're both giggling, but I hate you for it.
I was laughing at the comments. It's so funny.
I was laughing at McHugh's comment.
Okay, I missed it. But
Pat has the face of a man with a great credit score.
That's a good comment.
It really is.
But that's interesting about North Korea. I'm sure there are like sparsely populated areas where I don't know much about North Korea's like topography.
I literally am Googling North Korean wildlife right now just to see what pops up, because I
mean,
honestly
it's an interesting thing. I mean, what's coming out of North Korea? Like, what do we know? Nobody's like looking it up. Is that an actual area of study? They just try and hide everything.
But that's what I'm saying. I doubt it, right? Like, I can't imagine there's a whole lot of biologists spending time in North Korea, because if you're like an academic or you're, trained in the sciences, you're probably like recruited into the military. Or I don't really know. I mean, I'm making broad, terrible assumptions here, but I imagine that there are undescribed species there because nothing gets out of North Korea, right? Like the information doesn't get out.
Better Dan, you just real quick. I mean, I just got to bring it up. It's a fact.
Haven't had to do it yet. I meant to bring this one up. Jonathan Defoe. I had copied and pasted. I love this one.
What do you got?
This is just, I don't know, so I'm not even going to venture a guess.
Longfin mako shark versus bull shark. So a fight to the death, a battle royale?
It's a battle royale. So I've only seen a bull shark in person. They're not the most so Forrest and I were filming sharks. We spent a lot of time filming tiger sharks, and then we went to film a bunch of bull sharks off of Jupiter, Florida. Saw a lot of them. They're not as impressive because you're used to these tiger sharks, and they're just not as big. But then when you see these things thrashing around in the water and just the ferocity, oh my God, bull sharks are an impressive species. So knowing nothing, I just got it. What's going to be the bull shark besides a white shark?
This
Can
is
you
a
pull
pit
up a
bull. Kyle, you
longfin
should pull up
mako
pics.
shark?
Yeah, you're looking at a pit bull versus like a Great Dane with greyhound speed. That's what you're looking at here, right? Like the Mako's
Interesting.
bigger, faster, crazier jaw morphology and teeth, but really specially designed for those like high speed attacks. Whereas a bull shark is a pit bull. Like you put it in a room with something and it's going to rip it to shreds, whatever it is. So it's really a good question. I'm going to go ahead and take the Mako just based on like the fact that the Mako is so maneuverable in open. Bull sharks are too, but bull sharks are sort of these like, what's the right way to put this? A bull shark is like an ambush predator that sneaks up and then has all this muscle and testosterone and aggression like a pit bull. Whereas the Mako has this like agility and speed and these crazy teeth and is bigger, by the way. Those long fins will get to like, I don't know, 13-ish feet. I'd have to double check that, but they get bigger for sure. Whereas the bulls are like 9, 10. I think it's got to be the Mako. I think that Mako would come in with so much speed and take chunks out of the bull shark at a faster rate than the bull shark could really grab on and rip the thing to shreds.
The Mako looks like a straight up great white. What's the difference? As a guy who doesn't really know too much about it, it looked exactly like Jaws, the great white shark.
It's smaller.
The
Mako is much
a dumb
smaller.
Question. No, I mean it just doesn't. It's just a different.
You're a dumb man about everything
doesn't
except
look
for
like a white
biology.
shark. That's
So
very,
Peter-
very true.
I
Peter
would
has
like
an
to
eye
kill
roll.
you.
Peter has an eye roll that is one of my favorites of any person. Because, like, I'll tell you this, Forrest, you don't roll your eyes. It's not, maybe in Zimbabwe, it's not a thing that you learn as a kid. I've never seen you roll your eyes.
I don't
Peter
think I ever
has
have.
this fucking eye roll. His whole head moves. It's very good.
Like,
Somebody said I
good.
need
Like
glasses.
Yeah, but now we're
So
just
good.
looking at ourselves in the reflection of your glasses. What were we talking about? Yeah, I don't know.
Makos.
Peter,
Oh,
don't roll your eyes
all
at me. Well, why are
I'm
they
not-
different? They're related. They're pretty similar. They're not the same. A lot of people mistake them. Like they'll see a Mako swim by the boat and go, "I saw a white shark," but they're much skinnier, faster. They're not as girthy.
Oh my God, it's the exact same shark. Are you kidding
It's
me,
not.
Forrest?
Roasters, rip them a new one. Just
What
everybody
the
just
hell
weigh
are
in
you
and
talking
pair 'em
about?
up. They
They're
don't even look alike.
identical.
Well, that's
I
something.
like this one. I lost it. I don't know who said it, but Komodo dragon versus a wolf. It's kind of fun because they're very different, but I think it's an easy.
Oh, I love it. Forrest is like certain about it. I have no idea.
I think it's easy as well.
What is
so,
it?
So Peter, you go first.
You go,
I-
milk condom.
It's tough because so I'm gonna go with, just because of the skin on the lizard, I'm going with the lizard.
Komodo easily.
Komodo. I don't
I'm
know
going with-
easily.
I'm going with whichever one kills my guinea fowl faster because they are ruining my afternoon.
Yeah. That was not good.
One wolf, one Komodo dragon. Wolf for sheer maneuverability. I've been to Komodo. I've seen a guy just like whack them with a broomstick to keep them away from you because the Komodos just sit there and then bam, one bite and they get that venom in. But they're not fast. They're not maneuverable. They're not clever by any means. They're just these big slobby things with this one gnarly bite. Whereas a wolf, super clever, super maneuverable. It'll jump in. It'll get the back of the neck. Here's what'll happen. You want to know what'll actually happen? The wolf will win and rip the Komodo dragon to shreds, but the Komodo dragon will inevitably get one or two bites in, and the wolf will die a week later. So nobody will win. That's
so
the
it's like the equivalent of like me and Retep fought, where we'd each land a punch at the same time that was so powerful we'd both get knocked out.
Except he would knock you out instantly, and then Peter would die 3 weeks later from a brain hemorrhage. That's the difference.
Yes.
That's right.
Fact,
right.
For sure. You're
like it.
definitely a snake with venom. So what do you think about a moose versus 5 coyotes? I like this one. I feel like this is tough.
A moose? Oh no, moose.
Okay,
for
we're
sure.
assuming a full-grown moose with a full rack.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
have to
Let's
say.
go. Let's go. A half-grown moose with half a rack.
Well, I'll tell you that I was with Forrest when we came upon a still alive moose calf that had been attacked by coyotes, and it was
Yep.
one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen in my life. It had
Wow.
probably about a 12 inches up its butthole eaten away.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was very terrifying. So half grown, the coyotes. Full grown, I'm going moose. Easy. Full grown
Yep.
moose.
Same here.
I'm obviously going coyotes. I mean, 5 coyotes are easily going to take on a moose. I don't care how stacked his jacked fucking head
No
stack
way.
Mac is. It's
No way. He's
ludicrous.
gonna
You guys don't
stomp
know
him.
anything about
Stomp him.
wildlife.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans. What else we got here? People.
I got
Austin,
something.
Go ahead, Peter. Go.
I got something. It's not going to be UFOs or aliens, even though I really want to talk about it. I'll do that on my own podcast that I'll be putting out later. But have we announced AnimalCon? Or wait, I wasn't allowed to say that, was I?
Well,
Wait,
you
did
did. So you did. You just said.
So
it. And you also did that like a month ago, long before we agreed. We are the worst at keeping secrets and announcing things. We fucked this up 100% of the time. We've never once been like, oh, we're gonna announce BTG or we're gonna announce.
It's been like 2 months. I need to say it
right. We've never done it right once. Like we've always slipped up. I'm not even supposed to be talking about Shark Week. I just talked about both of them. Like we fucked it up every time. Let's explain.
I don't know if we've announced it. Let us know if we've already announced it.
It doesn't matter. We're doing it right now.
Forrest, what are we doing?
Yeah. What's going on here?
All right, brosners of all shapes, colors, and sizes. It's very exciting because at AnimalCon this year, of which Kyle will pull up a picture, September 15th to the 17th, yours truly, the Wild Times show, will be live streaming 4 hours a day on Friday and Saturday. Is that right?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday.
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
Friday,
Saturday.
That's right.
Yes, Friday, Saturday, because we're getting drunk by the pool on Sunday.
15th and 16th.
Friday,
17th.
Saturday, the
Lives.
15th and the 16th. We will be doing 4 hours of live streaming with all of your favorite animal content creators. Literally all of the biggest animal people in the world are at AnimalCon. They will all be coming onto the show. We'll be live streaming it. You guys can tune in here. Everybody you see there, the real Tarzan, Dingo Dinkelman, you name them, they're going to be coming on the show. Even that guy, Forrest Galante, I hear will be there. Brian Barczyk is the one putting this on, and it's gonna be really fun. Like we're gonna have all of these people. We're gonna grill them with questions. If you have hard hitting questions, you've always wanted to know how Chris Gillette has such a phenomenal 6-pack. Like you hit us with those questions, we'll hit them with those questions, and it's gonna be really good. And you guys can come out on Saturday. And see us in person live at AnimalCon if you'd like. There's open seating right in front of the
very
stage.
nervous about it. Please don't come.
Peter's very, very nervous. You can come and hang out with us. If you can't make it, tune in and watch the live. If you can, come on down to Orlando, hang out at AnimalCon with us, meet all of your favorite content creators. That'll be Saturday that it's open to the public. Friday, we'll be doing all the closed off stuff. But it's really exciting. I mean, this is a really big opportunity for the Wild Times to be live streaming with all the world's biggest creators. We're excited to bring it, animal creators. We're excited to bring it to you guys live 4 hours a day. Throw it on in the background while you're at work. Talk to, hear from cool people. Send us questions. You name it. We'll be there. It'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I just want to say we've been doing this podcast now for multiple years, and from the very start, me and Pat had a podcast back in 2010, and then I think again in 2012 or something. We've been trying to do podcasts since, not even trying to do. We're like, let's just hop on a mic and talk bullshit. The thing is that we always said what we wanted to do was live shows. And that was always the goal. So it's just like kind of a huge thing. I know, Forrest, like you do live stuff all the time. I'm nervous about it. So if you want to come and see like a very nervous me and, a very maybe cocky, trying to pretend to not be nervous Pat, come and watch us in person. I'm going to be blubbering like an idiot even before I have a cocktail, and just, come and razz us.
Wow. That is, Antonio just said the nicest thing I've ever seen. Bruh, Retep is like America's version of Tom Holland.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Spider-Man. Like
oh,
like,
shit!
Yeah. Anyway, a lot of people are saying woohoo AnimalCon. People are saying Sweaty Peter or something like that, which is nice.
Just come out, watch it.
Just
Oh,
come
I'm
and
so
do it.
excited about it.
If you can't make
Cannot
it, tune
wait.
in here because, well, maybe not here at this link, but somewhere. And
Guys,
yeah, it'll be a good
Yeah,
time.
we're going to be on YouTube Live.
I got to
Absolutely.
keep things moving along here because I've been getting texts from Kyle on the side. Just kidding. Can we do a battle royale? Can we do a battle royale, please? Please?
Sure, what is it?
Do you have one? Yeah.
Of course not. I can get
see,
one.
You announce the battle royale when you've already pulled it up.
How
Right.
angry is Pat that I announced a battle royale without having one? All right, I got one. You ready?
Yes.
Very. Yeah.
Oh God.
Royale.
This can't be a battle royale that I do. All right. So this is an old school battle royale. It's a 3 roundabout. You need to build an animal that can fight in the following locations: the skies above the Serengeti and all of Tanzania,
Wow.
deep
Close.
in the waters within and around the Mariana Trench, deep in the Amazonian jungle at a popular game trail. Well, we're going to just popular game trail is not going to happen.
I'm baffled.
What do you mean?
I still have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a fucking hot mess. All right, let me do
What
a
do you
different
mean?
one.
I read it
Because,
directly from the thing. Is it?
Let's try it
You did
again.
nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Let me
Patrick
just,
set it
let me
up.
just
Here we go.
okay. One of the
Please, thank you.
Brosners submitted this. This is going to be more fun. It'll be easier to follow.
Okay.
Sorry, Edwin. I'm sure that's great. I think Retep's had a few drinks. All right, you just bought a zoo. You just bought a zoo.
Great.
So you need to create a creature using 3 parts of 3 animals. Could be, head, could be body, could be
Right.
appendages, could be special
Yep.
abilities.
Yep.
It's got to have the wow factor. I remember this from an hour and a half ago, by the way.
Okay.
It's got to have wow
Fantastic.
factor. It's got to do something fun, right? To bring people in, like you could put on a show.
Yep.
And it's got to just it's got to be amazing, right? It's got to look amazing. It's
Yep.
got to have wow factor, and you got to be able to do like a little show with it.
Yep. Love it. Great.
So
All
we're
right.
making a circus.
You're making
It's gonna be at the
a
Retep Zoo.
display animal.
Why can't we just do an old school battle royale where we fight
Nope.
to the death?
Nope. This is
All right,
it. We're
fine.
doing
This
this.
is it. Forrest,
Let's go.
first.
All right. I'm going to take this off the table early. I want to be the head of a quokka. Kyle, will you pull up pics while we do this? I'm going to take the head of a quokka. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. You want to see a quokka, especially when I'm done with this one. So it's got that head and face, that adorable nature. It's first pick.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in. I'm taking a special ability because I want this on lockdown of a flea. I want an animal that can jump 200 times its height. That's going to be
Okay.
part of its show. Wait till you
Like
hear
that.
how tall it's going to be.
Yep.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'm going to take the special ability of a God damn it, I can't remember. What's the thing that like produces all the slime? There was a picture of it where it reduces.
Hagfish.
I'm going to
Hagfish.
take the special ability of a hagfish because you guys have seen the comedian Gallagher. Yeah.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
Right. So
Come and get slime with
it's
him.
definitely going to be able to make a mess. It's going to be able to make a lot of
Hey, you're gonna
hagfish stuff.
You're gonna do a slime show.
And I got to pick another one, right?
It's
Yes.
like Nickelodeon. Like you're gonna get slimed if you come to your show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do I need? Like a head and a body? I'm going to pick the head of a I'm going to go with the head of a great white. That's right, because it's the exact same as a Miko shark.
Miko shark.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take the body and appendages of a giraffe because I need my animal to be extremely tall so that when it jumps 200 times its height, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't even see it. It's a dot in the sky. Where is it?
Yep. I like that. Okay, very nice. So I've got Quokka with the head. I'm gonna go special ability. No, you know what? I'll go body next. I'm gonna go the body. How do I do this correctly? I'm gonna go the body of an orca. Okay, body of an orca, and I'll tell you why in a second. So I've got an orca body. Okay, on the head of a quokka, so we don't feel as bad for it as we did for old orcas in the zoo. But here's the thing: it has the special ability of a bombardier beetle. So at any point in time, everybody's favorite reason for going to SeaWorld back in the day was to be in the splash zone. You lined up early to be in the splash zone. This critter right here is just gonna hose down the entire audience at any given time. Hopefully filled with water and not acid, which is why I picked the body of an orca. And it's gonna, huh?
They're all gonna leave.
It's gonna be a water show. It's gonna be very enjoyable.
Nope. The hagfish. Okay, are you done?
You made a slime animal. Yes, I'm done.
Yeah, you made a.
But
slime.
I have logic behind mine. Go ahead, Pat.
I'm up for my pick. I've got a giraffe-sized animal that can jump 200 times its height to do a show. I have to give it a freakish face. I've got to give it a freakish head. I'm going to give it the head of a lamprey.
Ooh, that's freakish.
So this thing, it's on top of that long neck. It's 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's scaring the audience, and then it jumps, whatever, 4,000 feet into the air. Amazing.
I mean, Carl Johnson wants to know if they're fighting to the death. I think they're entertaining to the death, right?
They're just entertaining.
Carl. Come on, Carl.
Well, I didn't understand it either, Carl.
Carl.
It's fine. I didn't understand it either.
Peter.
All right.
I've already won, according to the
I'm going with the body. I got a body left. I'm going with, and I've done this before, but I really want to smash the hagfish with the shark head just to kind of like do the watermelon bit with Gallagher. And I'm going to give it the body of Pat just because I want to smash him.
You always give it something of me.
That's not true. Yeah. I've done it 3 times in the entire history of the 100+ episodes.
All right. Well, this is a live, so Brosner's weigh in. Who wins?
So for Skies says I win.
Yeah, well, I think you did, to be honest. But
Carl Johnson says Retep is my hero.
Hey,
so
shut up, Peter. Shut up, milk condom. I'm recapping. All right, you guys weigh in. Just don't chat anything else. Just say who won. Was it Forrest with the body of an orca, the head of a quokka, giving you a nice water show? Is it Patrick with a giraffe lamprey head that's jumping 1,000,000 feet into the air because it has a special ability of a flea? Or did Peter win with the Nickelodeon slime show, where a great white head on Patrick's body is just puking out tons of slime all over the audience?
There's no puking. It's a smash with a mallet. People
It's true. Smash with a mallet.
Plastic on in the front row.
Yep. Hey, I got one. Somebody said me, and I definitely didn't win. I shit the bed on this one, but I'll take it.
I mean, look at the amount of Patrick. Pat.
Yeah, it is
Patrick.
not school.
Yeah, baby. I show up for the lives, not nervous for AnimalCon at all. We're going to be there. Doing shows Friday, Saturday. Anyone who stays for Sunday, it's just gonna be booze time, baby.
Yeah, we're big time pool day. It's gonna be the real version of a pod from a hot tub on Sunday because we're gonna sit in the pool drinking booze without the cameras.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if we can keep it under control, I mean, you guys have seen Forrest after he's had like 3 beers. He will be a nightmare. Pat has no control over his drinking. None. I'm definitely an alcoholic. So we will be a mess when you see us in person like I am now.
Don't promote that. That's not good. That's not good. We're not.
I'm obviously kidding. Drink responsibly.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be enjoyable to be around, methinks.
Guys, it was so much fun having you in the chat and actually engaging with people. We had like 700 people here at one time. God damn it, I love it.
Can you do the thing? I think we should still do the thing, even though it's alive.
Yeah. Go to wildtimes.club/info for all the links. We do 6 podcasts a month. Only 2 of them are released to the public. The other 4 you can get on Spotify or on Patreon. Check that out. Listen, it's all ad free.
This gets posted not as a live, right? Like this will actually live on the channel, or does it go away in 10 seconds?
No, it stays posted as live.
So if you decided, I don't know, if you decided to watch this as not a live, go ahead and maybe if you did, maybe if you watched it live, I don't care. Either way, write in the comments, milk condom, because I just want to see how many people write milk condom. That's all. There's no other reason.
I love all of the viewers.
By the way, we definitely have the funniest group of people who watch and listen to this show because legitimately hilarious comments. Love you guys. What a blast.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Hey, don't say anything weird. We don't know when the stream will actually end. Okay? Just want to put that one up.
I love you all except